Join me on Phil Atkinson Fishing YouTube as we chase Tailor here on the north coast. Just going to hit up this gutter below us here. It's low tide, or it's just gone low tide. You can see where those outer waves are breaking. There's two bommies there, so we're going to work those over. So we're going to position ourselves down here and try and cast at that bommy just out there. Ledge around the corner a bit, that's more of your LVG ledge. Actually are tuna schools, mac tuna, it's early. The water's a bit hit or miss. Plenty of good current lines here. I'm throwing plastics for mulloway and he's chucking metals for Tailor. So it's it's like early summer, water's all over the shop. Some days it's below 20, other days it's a couple of degrees above. So there's big schools of mac tuna off the coast here. We're north of Coffs Harbour. And there's Tailor schools in close. They're nice summer-sized Tailor, around the 47 metre, 35-40. Very fat, so we're always looking to take 2 or 3 of them for meals. Mulloway I tend to let go, but so we'll see how we go. Okay, Nathan's hooked up. What is he hooked up to? Oh, it's a nice chopper. Good sized chopper. Get him up. Put him in the rock crawl. There we go. He's good size, about 40. Good sort of summer sized Tailor on the north coast. He's fat. Classic spot, back of the gutter here. I'm dewy spinning while Nate's having a chuck with metals. Tailor. If he catches a few more, I might put a medal on. Alright, I'm going to keep casting. Just drop it in there. Put that cast a bit further over here in front of there's more bommies over here.
What, for Tailor?
No, for Dewies. Got to weed it up. He's in. Fish on.
That hit me before I even wanted it.
Really?
Yeah.
That's the advantage of a good sink. Oh, he's jumped. It's a Tailor. This is where they get off. And you can see him down there. Work him up through that gutter. Oh, fisherman, seriously. Hold the lure, mate. No, hold the top of the lure. That's how you control a fish. Just grab the top of the lure and don't let go of the top of the lure.
Right.
Alright, now slide your hand up. You can't hurt yourself. Round the back of the tail is the best place to grab it, back of the head. There we go. I'm just going to show you some rigging options that I'll use when I'm just general rock fishing. With lures. So if I'm fishing plastics like this one, I'll tie a uni knot direct to my plastic, and so I'm using 50-pound soft leader, which is generally enough for most sort of mulloway that I'm targeting. Sometimes I'll go to 60 in rough terrain, but 50 is sort of optimum for the lure to look still natural, but I'm not direct. Bang on the high tide. I don't know why, they just sit in the wash there on the high. It's probably about... I've got him on a plastic, it's pretty rough. You can see he's just undersized by about half. Now, if I'm fishing the same zone and I'm targeting Tailor, I'll do a loop knot in my 50. So I'll go through how you rig a loop knot later, but there's the loop knot, and that's sort of what we're using when we're targeting fish like these chopper Tailor. What the loop knot does, it allows the lure a little bit more room to operate, but it also means when your lure bangs against the rocks, the knot doesn't get damaged and your knot will actually last longer. Anyway, so there's a few options on rigging for general rock lure casting. Tailor, nice little fat summertime Tailor, so they'll go home and we'll fillet them up. So let's get out of here. We'll go up that hill there. God, Why do I keep doing this? It'd be easy to buy a boat. Not really. Okay. And fishing rods. Let's go catch some Tailor. Alright, we've got about an hour of light left, so let's see if we can get a couple of choppers for dinner tomorrow night. I'll give you this one. It's a low tide in about an hour, which is not great for Tailor, but it actually gives us access to some rocks to stand on. It's a bit like low tide on the beach. Sometimes low tide you get access to gutters that you wouldn't get access to at high tide. Here's the locals. Eat. Very cool. It's definitely low tide. Pretty featureless beach, this one. But it's good for bream and whiting. Mull away at the ends. Tailor further out to the point. Nothing's flat. And everything's sharp. That's pretty good. We're just working this area at the back of the beach. We worked that end the other day, and yeah, we're trying this southern end today. It's bang on low tide now, so we're standing on rocks that are usually a couple of meters underwater, so see how we go. Come on. Oh, I think I had a follow. I got a follow. There's one following. He's had about 3. There he goes. Just he followed me. I could see him trying to hit it. He's a good chopper. That's what we want. It's funny, very persistent fish. They hit, then they miss, and they just keep on it. You just got to keep your lure going at that pace. Good size. That is a nice summer chopper. That's about what you'd expect to get on the north coast. It's probably about 40, just over 40 centimeters. Really fat through the shoulders. Really good eating size. So I think Nate's getting a follow as well. You're getting a follow, and he's got a hook up. So yeah, there's a few fish out there. Nate's bringing his one in. Yeah, just what we wanted, just before dark. Watch that lure doesn't fling back at you. Always hold the rod to the side, so if it undoes, it doesn't hit you in the head exactly like that. Alright, so I really didn't know that was going to happen, but you always, when you're bringing a Tailor in, you hold the rod to the left or the right of yourself, because they have a really good ability of throwing the hooks. You don't want that lure coming back hitting you in the head. Nate did a great example of that there. And he's managed to snag himself, so that's alright. Okay, let's just hold that one up. Let's have a look. There we go. 2 very nice chopper Tailor. Mine's a bit bigger. Both great eating size, so we'll bleed both of these. Very good. Yeah, so if you're going to keep Tailor, it's really important that you bleed them. So both these fish have been bled, their necks broken, and yeah, they'll be great table fare. You can keep Tailor in a fridge for about a week, filleted. I actually don't like eating it for maybe a day or two after we catch it. Just firms up a bit, so yeah. Oh, Nate's had a hit. Oh, I think he's back at it. There we go. Just on dark. See if I can pick up another one in the school. That's if it is a school. It's nice. Oh yeah, I'm into it. Definitely coming through in schools. good size for summer, just, you know, around the 40 centimetre mark. This fish is not a bad fish. Yeah, we'll keep 4 fish, I think. That'll do. Here comes. Oh, mine got off. There we go. Nice size chopper. Very good. Righto, he'll be dinner tomorrow night, the night after. Definitely fish there. They're just sitting out there, back of that, where that rip, that sandy water is punching out here. Just fish sitting there. There's probably bait. Nate's in. Off again. There we go. Right on dark. If there was ever an Aussie battler pelagic fish, it's definitely Tailor. I'm pretty sure they've kept the Australian fishing industry well and truly oiled and going. I mean, I think up until about the 1940s, most lures, metal lures anyway, were designed just specifically for catching Tailor from the shore or from the boat. Tuna and kingfish and such weren't part of the deal. That storm's getting close, so that's it for this episode of Phil Atkinson Fishing. Quick little Tailor trip or two. We're getting out of here before that storm hits. So that'll be a meal for us over the next couple of nights. Filleted. Beautiful chopper Tailor, all around the 40-45 centimetre mark. Okay, let's get out of here before we get wet. Alright, so as promised, here is a loop knot. This is how I attach my metal lure to my 50 or sometimes 60 pound leader. So basically get your leader and make a granny knot in it. And I allow about, I don't know, 5 centimeters between the granny knot and the tag end. Then simply put the tag end through the eye of your lure, like so. And then that tag end has to go through the granny knot. Now, the distance between the granny knot and the eye of your lure is the actual loop that you're looking to create. So I'm decreasing the size of the granny knot now, and I'm also decreasing the size of the loop. So I've probably got about an 8mm diameter loop there. Pinch the granny knot, and then you basically just do a blood knot around your leader, 3 or 4 turn blood knot, and then put it back through the granny knot. And then basically pull tight. And what you've done is you've created a blood knot here at the top of your loop, and then the rest of this loop is the operating loop that your lure can swim freely on. But more importantly, when your lure hits the rocks, the actual knot's not taking the impact, loose line is, and it's less likely to break. But you still need to retie these every maybe half an hour of heavy casting. Anyway, that's a loop knot. If you're using a metal lure from the rocks or boat, that's the lure, and that's the knot you should be putting on that lure. Ciao.